Shawn was Peter's older brother. There was a 7-year age gap between them. Shawn owned a famous restaurant, which he had started soon after graduating from culinary school. Slowly but steadily, his business flourished, and now he owned another branch on the other side of the city, managed by Peter, who joined him after completing his business degree. Both restaurants had become the talk of the town, even among influential circles, thanks to their delicious food, polite staff, excellent service, and stunning interiors. Customers were not only captivated by the restaurant themselves, but also intrigued by the mysterious identity of their owners. Rumor had it that both the owner and his brother were exceptionally handsome, but neither of them ever showed their faces publicly. The only thing people ever heard from the staff was that the two brothers were, indeed, strikingly handsome. Shawn preferred to keep his private life exactly that, private. However, there was another secret the employees knew, one they were strictly told to keep hidden. Shawn had a partner, someone who was his entire world, someone so precious that even a scratch on his body could send Shawn into a blinding rage. His man was his to love and his to protect. But the story of how that person became the center of Shawn's world wasn't something that began recently. It was rooted years back, long before the success, the secrecy, and the guarded life he now led. Back then, things were simpler. Peter and Alex had been childhood friends. Being neighbors, they spent most of their time together. Occasionally, Shawn would join them, and the three would spend hours playing games, going out to eat, or having sleepovers whenever their parents were away on work trips. To Shawn, both Peter and Alex were incredibly important. He had always felt protective of them. But everything changed one night. It was the night Peter called him in panic. Alex had been found lying motionless at home, bleeding, just minutes earlier. Peter had told Shawn he would be staying the night at Alex's place, as planned, while Shawn stayed at their own house, so both homes wouldn't be left empty. Shawn had simply waved goodbye, reminding him to stay safe and call if needed. And now, barely 3 minutes later, he received a call that made his heart drop. Shawn rushed to Alex's house while calling an ambulance. When he arrived and saw Alex's condition, an 18-year-old boy covered in blood, his heart shattered. Peter went with Alex in the ambulance, while Shawn followed closely behind in his car. On the way, Shawn informed both families, who immediately booked the next available flights back home. At the hospital, after initial treatment, the doctors confirmed Alex's condition: 2 broken ribs and several other serious injuries. Rage ignited within Shawn, but there was nothing he could do. Not yet. Only Alex knew who had done this. 2 days later, Alex finally regained consciousness. Surrounded by his family, Peter and Shawn, he told them everything, every detail. Peter was furious, but Shawn was beyond enraged. He stormed out immediately and drove straight to Matthew's house, the one responsible. But he was too late. The house was empty. Neighbors informed him that Matthew and his family had already left the country after his father supposedly received a job offer abroad. Shawn knew the truth. It was nothing but a cover to protect Matthew and hide his crimes. Defeated but burning with anger, Shawn sat in his car, gripping the steering wheel, trying to steady his breathing. No matter how furious he felt, he knew one thing: Alex needed him. So he returned to the hospital. After 10 days, Alex was discharged and taken to his grandparents' house in the countryside, away from painful memories. Every weekend, Peter visited him, bringing notes, studying together, and playing games. Shawn never missed a single visit, no matter how busy he was. Even when Peter couldn't come, Shawn made sure to go alone. He would take Alex out, show him new places, dine together, and spend quiet moments in the park. Slowly, gently, he became Alex's safe place. And every night, Shawn made sure to call him, just to remind him that he was not alone. Their relationship began to shift. Both of them felt it. Neither of them said it, But the trauma lingered. Alex suffered from nightmares. Loud noises or loneliness would trigger panic attacks. One night, when his family had to leave town unexpectedly, Shawn came to stay with him. When Shawn entered the house, he found Alex curled up in a corner, struggling to breathe, trapped in a panic attack. Without hesitation, Shawn rushed him and pulled him into a tight embrace, grounding him, whispering reassurance until Alex finally calmed down. That night, Alex broke. He opened up about everything, his trauma, his fears, and what he had endured with Matthew. Shawn listened silently, holding him as he cried himself to sleep. Carefully, he carried Alex to bed and covered him. And that night, Shawn made a silent promise. No one would ever hurt Alex again. After finishing high school, Alex moved in with Shawn. With his parents' consent, Shawn arranged therapy for him. The sessions were difficult at first, but slowly, Alex began to heal. He learned to confront his fears, his anger, and his guilt. But the nightmares still came. One night, terrified, Alex ran to Shawn's room. Shawn immediately understood and pulled him into bed, holding him close. "No matter what, Alex, no one will ever hurt you again," he whispered, kissing his forehead. From that night on, Alex began sleeping in Shawn's room. And somewhere along the way, they became something more. Their life together felt natural. Breakfast together, Shawn dropping Alex to university, picking him up, quiet evenings, shared silences, small gestures, like Shawn absent-mindedly massaging Alex's legs while reading, spoke volumes. They didn't say, "I love you," but they both knew. Everything changed on Alex's 21st birthday. Peter, completely oblivious, casually suggested setting Alex up with someone. Shawn, who had just walked in, overheard everything. Without a word, he walked up to Alex, pulled him close, and held his hand. When Peter finally looked up, he froze. You?" he stammered. "Yes," Shawn said firmly. "Him and I love him. He is my boyfriend. So don't you dare set him up with anyone else." And for the first time, he said it. "I love you." Flustered and overwhelmed, Alex hid in Shawn's embrace. They were finally official. As Peter stood there, stunned and defeated, Alex slowly lifted his head. Softly, shyly, he whispered in Shawn's ear, "I love you too," and kissed his cheek. Both brothers froze in shock, while Alex buried his face again in Shawn's chest, blushing, and Shawn held him closer than ever before.